Hello, and welcome to another week of the Abuse Cartoons live stream. Let me change position here a little bit. Exposures, yeah, I got a light right here, and still I can't compete with that backlight. So no curtains yet. Soon, hopefully. Oh, get rid of that. I'm sure that was noisy. There we go. No, you have is the traffic in the background. All right, so we're back for another week. And maybe you can tell it's a sweaty, humid, Japanese summer. Not as bad as last year. Immediately we had a pretty crazy heat wave in July that made things really miserable. So not quite that this year, but it's already here. The lingering wetness. All right. Okay, so just get warmed up a little bit. Let's see how it's going. Yeah, there's been all kinds of miserable things happening in Japan. The Kyoto Animation fire was pretty terrible, and they kind of went through and listed. They now count it with the one of the biggest kind of mass homicide attacks. Not terrorism, but so kind of excluding the gas attacks. There's every few years some unstable person does something like this, and so I think the death count is still climbing, but I think it's in the 30s now, 34, 37, but there's still people that are in intensive care and have critical injuries. And I guess the perpetrator survived. I'm not sure if he's still alive, but they're trying to find out the cause of that. So it's a pretty terrible situation, because it's an animation studio, so even if they're working digitally, there's still probably a lot of paper around. And so you don't want to get caught in a tight, confined office space full of paper with somebody throwing accelerant around. So that had to go, that had to happen very quickly, and maybe people didn't know what was happening early enough. And yeah, very, very scary situation. Hard to imagine. But just another mentally unstable person with some weird idea. The initial report that I saw was that he was claiming that they had stolen an idea or something, but I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that is actually verified. But fun stuff. Yeah, and they I've read a couple of articles about the conditions in the animation industry in Japan. Some people have posted things about, if you're a foreigner and that's your dream to work, work on your favorite anime or work for your favorite studio in Japan, just don't. It's not a career, and it's not really something you can do. And basically the wages are so low you can't live. It's not a living wage. You can probably make better money at McDonald's, realistically here. And they're just taking advantage of people that, are going to live at home forever and are obsessed, and the fame or the title of being an animator at a certain studio is enough to keep them going and, enduring miserable conditions and at least, work schedules and things. So, yeah, put on top of that, somebody, lights your office on fire. Miserable. So, so that means that most of the people that were killed were in their 20s and 30s. Because I think that's the only people that have the energy to, do the work of animation anymore. And then you just kind of give up. If you haven't become a planner or a director or producer, then you just give up. But yeah, so that was pretty miserable. So another mass murder in Japan. So it's usually people with knives, with cars and knives, and often attacking children. That's the one thing that's so disturbing is, yeah, people go after kids, and they, are just using knives or whatever. So that's caused, I think starting in the 80s, maybe, that's caused big security gates and things to go up around the schools, especially the ones in the cities, because they have no idea, who has access to that. So they want to prevent anybody from coming onto the school grounds that has any bad ideas. But yeah, very miserable. But I'm sure any school in the in a kind of urban downtown situation has to deal with that, because you have no idea the crazies that are lurking around, and you've got to watch out who's got access to the students. All right, so looks like we're trying some fast food here. All right, let me double check. Yeah, I think everything's going okay. And this week we're going to try a little bit of a new segment. Excuse me for a second. Still kind of sweaty. The office that I'm in, I've only got kind of one air conditioner, and it's over on the other side of the office, and this window stays pretty hot, so it's hard to cool down. First world problems. But all right. All right. Yeah, that's quite a bit. So I'll leave this and go over to the other page here. Yes, I've been thinking about what to do, maybe doing some sort of experiment with this live stream, and just doing some longer form, like 4 or 6 hour live stream. So slower and more casual, and so not so much talking. Obviously, that'll kill me, 4 hours of talking. But I have done it before. I did an unboxing of miniatures, and I painted them and assembled them, primed them, painted them all on stream, and that was about 4 hours, I think, and talked the whole time. Yikes. But yeah, so I think I might need this camera. Come on, there we go. Yeah, so I might try something like that, and so either work ahead on the cartoon or kind of try to increase the schedule, the release schedule. I'm not sure what the best approach would be. Hey, look at that. But yeah, that's not going to be able to happen until probably after Okinawa in October. But maybe in the fall, like in November or December, I'll try some. That'd be fun, like do a big long Christmas stream or something. But try something like that. Give away books or something. That would be fun, because I'll probably have some extra books after Okinawa. But yeah, that might be fun to try something. All right. So if this is the first time watching, thank you for joining me, and if not, thank you for tuning in. If you're a regular viewer, I appreciate that very much. Yeah, it looks like most of the views are from the archive, because that's odd. I'm not ever streaming at a very good time for most of the English-speaking world. So that corner is strange. It's just drawn that way. Just doesn't want to look right. Okay. Yeah, and whatever that magical problem was I was having with Photoshop seems to be resolved. So anybody that was able to watch the restarting live stream, that must have been fun. 10 times. Crashed and restarted. And I'm still using the same software, see? I'll never learn. Yeah, that's the thing that I think that's the biggest challenge if you're working digitally and as you're getting older. It's like, are you really going to be able to kind of shift gears and learn new software and be, proficient enough in it to make it worth your while? Because you see a lot of old school, cartoonists, they're still ink and brush and paper, and they try sometimes to kind of switch over, but it's not easy so late in your career, and I don't think you're going to get satisfying results because you kind of have to, but especially if you have a style that just doesn't, that needs kind of a natural touch, and digital tools are not working so well. So yeah, I don't know, but that's a huge difficulty, and it only gets worse because I think things only move faster. So if you're getting older and you're doing things like animated graphics or any sort of dynamic media or whatever, you're just constantly having to learn new tools and trying to incorporate things, and at a certain point that just that becomes more and more difficult. I don't know what this is. But just dealing with streaming, that was hard enough to try to get this actually making sense and working. And still, it's not working very well. There's a lot of things that I should be doing that I'm not doing, like getting my chat in better shape. Oof. But speaking of, I guess I should take a look at the chat. Make sure I'm not missing out on a good insult. All right. Oh, we're good. Well, hello Twitch, hello YouTube, and I guess Facebook as well, if you're watching from Facebook. Hello. Oh, that's right. There is supposed to be chat here. All in one place would be good, but I'm not sure if it actually works, so don't hold your breath. Sorry if I'm getting too far away from the mic. So we finished Alien RPG. Got finished last Friday. So that stream will be up today or tomorrow. If you want to watch that last session, if you've been keeping up, and if you haven't, then you've got 8 hours of Alien or RPG to watch. All right. Oh. All right. Bread. All right, I'll just keep going here until something clicks. Getting stranger every time I draw it. Something like that. Yeah, I'm definitely leaning on the digital brushes a little too much to rescue things that just need redrawn. It's like a cake knife. A little shorter, maybe. All right. Wow, the cutlery is much larger than anything else. Well, I was hoping to have more to say. Yeah, I forget how this weather saps your energy levels pretty good. So you don't, yeah, you just don't notice that until you have to try to do something. All right. Well, let's take a break. This isn't going anywhere, or literally isn't going anywhere. And save that, and save that. Yeah, I'm not sure where we're going, but let's try our new segment and see how this goes. There's no music or anything. I just did a little graphic, but let's break up the monotony with a new segment. So we have the convenience store, and now we have comments. Okay, wait. Whoa, I gotta get rid of this. So yeah, there's no easy transition. Wow. Okay, there's no easy transition into the comments segment because I have to switch monitors, and it's the monitor that I'm watching everything on. So I guess I could have done that more smoothly. All right, so here we are. Comments, please. And I thought it would be funny just to take a look and see how people are reacting to some of these previous cartoons. So things that you've seen me draw on this live stream. We'll go back a little bit into the archive and see how people are reacting. Most of the time, people have a pretty funny, kind of reaction. They're just kind of, contributing their own little humor to it, or just saying, "I don't understand." I get a lot of that. And so let's go see if there's anything funny, and then it'll help me kind of keep up on comments, and especially if somebody's calling for my execution or whatever. Yeah, I think if we go back far enough, it's a lot of years now though, but when I was first on Go Comics, there was a comic that didn't upload or was corrupted or something, so they took it down, and I needed to re-upload it, but there was a little bit of a delay, and someone's comment was like, "If you can't keep up with the schedule, get the hell off this site." And I'm like, okay, great. So wonderfully intolerant people. All right. And maybe we'll find that through the random function. We'll try some of that. Okay, so we'll just go back last week to the July 18th. So here we go. So only before publication did whiskey serve a purpose in the production of great literature. And we got 14 likes and 5 pins because of my wonderful rendition of the Jack Daniels bottle, right? And so we've got Tato saying there are times when the fingers and hands need to be properly lubricated to make music on the keyboard. So, all right, somebody acknowledging music and literature both could involve a little drinking. Let's go back to, come on, you can do it. One more. One step back. Well. Well. I don't know if that's my internet connection. There we go. And so so back to July 16th. It wasn't so much a window to his soul as it was proof that they were out of pasta. Right. So I'm sure. Oh, maybe I can make this a little bigger. Boom. Yeah, maybe that works. Yeah, so this is what the Go Comics interface looks like. But if you subscribe, you'll get the actual cartoons themselves right in your inbox, just embedded in the email itself. And of course, that you can take the link right to the page to read more. All right, so we got a couple of comments. I haven't read any of these, so this could get dicier and dicier. All right, so D-Lane maybe called it clever. Oh, that's nice. It's always nice to have somebody not hate. And show all comments. So much for thinking outside the box. Nice. Yeah. And so premium member means they're all subscribers. They're all people, that little green tag. It's all people that have a subscription and are getting everything in their inbox. So I'm curious, like how many cartoons people read daily or weekly. I think it's weekly. I think you get no, it is daily. And you can sign up for which days you want. So you can actually have it every day, but I just set it for the 2 days that I post. I know it is daily because I do get every day. Yeah, it's a daily cartoon list. So depending on how often people release. All right. I think it's the internet. All right, back one more. So remember back to here we go. We're into, I believe this is the crashing Photoshop session here. So this went okay. I got these out before too many crashes, but the one before this, I'm sure you'll see signs of how much garbage I had to go through just to get that thing out. So some socks didn't respond well to fabric softening. So 5 likes, 0 comments, because I think this whole week was delayed. That was really frustrating because I had so much trouble producing it and then uploaded it, and then it didn't, something happened with how it's pulled off the server and put on the website. So it didn't show up until the end of the week. So many fewer people saw it. So good. Yeah. So no comments. And yeah, this one was the one that crashed. The 10 restarts to make this happen. Yeah, so I don't think anybody saw this one because it was almost a week late by the time it actually showed up. It was said that they would never be part of the same hat. All right, let's go back another view. I guess if I do this too much, then I guess it'll have to be a semi-regular time, or we'll just hit random. But we'll go back. Don't want to go back over the same things, and I'm going to have trouble remembering like what I actually looked at and what I didn't. Come on. Let's go back to the 4th. Okay, so this is when things were kind of functioning. All right, they had just met, and now I had to consider if they could properly raise a goldfish together. So remember, at the pet store, you get that bag of with the fish in it, and you put it in aquarium, get the water to the same temperature, or get everything, and then release. So we got a couple comments here. Nice to see a reminder the new and old water should be the same temperature. Just add some gravel for a base, a galleon, treasure chest, and some seaweed. All right, that's the featured comment. Well, I have to start somewhere. Maybe a nice castle. All right. Oh, and one reply to the reply. And an aerator. Yeah. The no-label can opening marathon was producing mixed results. So 7 likes and a couple of comments. Green glop is good for you. Orange glop is bad for you. Tan glop is just right. So the Goldilocks. The Goldilocks effect. Looks like last night's dinner. I was wondering what it was. Oh, it's a bunch of gloppy mess. All right. So that's something that we can do periodically. I think, though, since I've started the subscription, the comments have gotten a lot nicer. When it was just open, I think before the subscription, when it was just open, comments are pretty brutal. And I guess that was 90s internet, too. Or early 2000s. Yeah, because I think only people that can comment now are the subscribers. So they're kind of, in the spirit of things, and they only subscribe to things they want to read. So you've got a little bit more of a focused audience. So if you would be interested, and here's the little about. Yay. So if you'd be interested in a subscription to a lot of comics delivered digitally, check out gocomics.com and follow me there, and you can see some very, very old stuff. So that's access to everything, the entire archive, plus everything new that comes out right to your inbox, and that helps support the cartoon. So that is the comments segment, which we may or may not do so kind of semi-regularly, but it might be fun to hit random a few times. And go back into the poorly drawn past. All right, so let's try to flip this back over. I think I'm going to have to do the infinite for a second, and let's go back to the drawing. Hey, there we are. All right. So there's still some convenience store nonsense coming up, but some comments. So I will be reading your comments if you are a subscriber on GoComics.com and have something to say about this cartoon. All right. So maybe I want to fill this. Oh, sorry. Oh, boy. So yeah, just something to break up the monotony a little bit of the stream, so it's not just me. Although that might, send some people elsewhere. They don't want to see me reading comments. All right. All right. Yeah, I think this works for this. Another size joke. Oh my. Fast food jokes are haha, it's so oversized. This is green. Something like that. I guess just really light gray is better. Without any. Yeah, just a little lighter. Okay, there. That's probably good. Yeah, that works. We'll do the same paper. Oh, jeez, come on. What was that? All right, let's go back in history. I wanted this color here. There we go. Maybe that, and this will just be pure white. All right. And get a red we can live with. All right, I gotta get around the shape of this if we can. Come on, cursor. There we go. All right. Doesn't look like any sort of letter. It just looks like a... yeah, something like that. No, I think this should just be some kind of blue, actually, matching blue. Alright. What? Whoa, what? There we go. And I'm going to do my usual grease spots on the bag. Ugh. All right. Maybe here too. And of course, lighten that up so it doesn't look so disgusting. It looks slightly less disgusting. And I'll try to put some shadow on things. Alright, maybe get rid of those for a second. Whoa. Alright, and the folds on the bag. And let's bring all of that down just a little bit. It's not quite so saturated. It looks like it's printed on the bag. And let's see here. Nice, a nice black line. Okay. Yeah, I think that works. So maybe do a little bit of water or condensation on the cup. And put it down here. We can go back. All right. Maybe some drop shadows. There we are. And some eyes, perhaps. Wait. Oh, sorry. Hello. Sorry, I didn't see you. Oh, on YouTube. Sorry, yeah, I can't. My YouTube is not great. Whoa. Sorry, didn't notice you. AMV. So what? So you just found this cartoon. Yeah, so this is a few times a week single panel gag cartoon. Sorry. I can't notice my chat very well. It should be popping up in my window, but I've got it too far in my periphery, so I apologize for that. So, nice. Okay, great. Right, so I'll try to keep that in view. But yeah, so this is just a cartoon I've been doing since about 2002. And yeah, it's just a sad little food cartoon. So it's kind of inanimate objects playing the, roles of people and, suffering the same sort of awkward relationships and, social mishaps that people do. But I thought it was easier to talk about certain things or have, certain interactions, just be based on objects. And kind of the idea, a little bit of the idea is that, the objects that are in the presence of people just kind of absorb their misery and unhappiness. And so they kind of play out these little situations, based on the influence of people around them. So there's not really a lot of direct interaction. Sometimes you'll see, people have dropped something or done something, and that's kind of created the situation. But yeah, it's just a sad little drama with inanimate objects. And yeah, it's been going on for a while. And I have a collected book of the first. After I did the first 1,000, I did kind of a greatest hits book that's on the website, but you can see the whole archive on the website as well. Everything is there. Well, thanks for dropping by. I'm never quite sure. I'm always thinking it's the same people every week that keep checking things out, but thanks for stopping in. And yeah, if you're doing something creative, get in touch with me and let me know what that is. That would be fun to share. All right, so that's all done. And let's see what I think we're doing. Breakfast over here. All right. Yeah, so I'm usually streaming. Depending, sometimes there's some schedule conflicts, but I'm usually streaming Sunday night, North American time, sometimes very late, and that would be kind of Monday morning or afternoon here. And let's see. All right. So thinking about doing something like this, I guess the bread should probably be bigger if I'm going to do that. Yeah, I definitely have to get my chat game and streaming game open. Oh, nice. Game design. Oh, that's great. Nice. So previously did videos and now games. That's great. So video games or tabletop games? I'm curious. Because I like we've got a group here, and we do a podcast about, oh, I filled in the wrong layer, about tabletop gaming. So yeah, always curious about that. Yeah, so what's going on here? Yeah, I filled in the wrong layer for this knife. Nice. All right. I don't know if this is salvageable. Okay, get rid of this. There we go. Nice. Excellent. Well, send me a link if you've got anything on Steam or anything on your website to download. I'd love to check out something new. I haven't. What have I been playing recently? Oh, I finally. Whoa. Oh, and on some when it was very cheap somewhere, I finally got Grand Theft Auto 5 going on my PlayStation. So that's a very old game now. I think 6 is in the works. 6 is in development. But yeah, that's a pretty. The scale on that game is pretty amazing. I guess that's always the case. But yeah, there's the last thing, and then before that, Red Dead Redemption 2. I was playing a little of, just picking stuff up when it's cheap. I was disappointed this year. The Steam Summer Sale wasn't particularly amazing. They had a sale just right before that where everything was cheaper. But I guess they rely on, kind of gimmicks and stuff to make people buy. All right. Nice. Oh, excellent. Studying game development. Oh, that's very cool. That's really nice. Yeah, I got a couple of friends here that are kind of, I think one's doing like an online course to just kind of study game theory, like making game theory, not game theory as the philosophy, but yeah, studying game theory for wanting to make actual tabletop games. He's a real big fan of a couple of big game designers and just wanted to work on his own stuff. Yes, it's definitely, yeah, Grand Theft Auto 5 is pretty old. But they still keep supporting their online, which is impressive. That's something that I don't think Red Dead is going to have the same length of support. Yeah, it's just when things are new and coming out, I watch a lot of videos and people doing playthroughs and things, and then just kind of lose interest in playing them until they're old, and then they show up for $10 somewhere, and then I get a chance to play stuff and just don't have the time. It's really hard to devote the time, and especially like things like MMOs, it's just completely impossible to ever devote enough time to make it worthwhile. And maybe a lot of people are feeling that because there's only a couple of decent sized MMOs left. Yeah, like EVE Online is one of those things that I keep getting sucked back into. Like when they did the free-to-play version, I went back in, and part of the reason is because I've got this touch tablet that what I do my drawing on, and EVE on a giant touch tablet is amazing because you can do all of your weapons controls and everything on the panel. So you can do navigation and pinch and zoom and do all the controls. So that's pretty amazing. So I keep kind of getting drugged back into EVE Online, but that's a real time sink too. So it's only for a little while. Oops. It's looking a little. Something like that. Whoa. Yeah, I've done a little bit of work for, so some of my freelance work for like character design and making sprites and graphics and things for mobile games, but nothing very major and nothing that did particularly well. I kind of missed that boom when I can't even think of that company, but when I was based in Los Angeles for a while and everyone was getting work from that one mobile company that I don't even know if that's a thing anymore. But yeah, I missed that time, but worked for a couple of smaller developers just doing character stuff. All right. Oh, let's just fill. All right. Nice. Yeah, so I'm keeping up with this every week, and I think I need to expand it to a little bit longer. It's usually about an hour every week, but probably need to do longer live streams. I think an hour live stream doesn't give people the chance to even find it before you're kind of done streaming. So that's why I think most of the views are in my archive, or from the archive, because I'm just not on at a convenient time. All right. Well, thanks for watching. And I appreciate the subscription. So yeah, take it easy. And sorry I didn't notice you for so long. I got to work out my chat better. I should actually have something on my workspace where I'm actually seeing that. But I'll figure it out. But take it easy. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, I hope. All right. Yeah, so the timing here I think makes it difficult, and also for the gaming podcast, when we're doing live streams of actual plays and stuff, I think it's like first thing in the morning for a lot of English speaking world, and so it's not super convenient. All right. Well, that's nice to get something on the chat. Or yeah, I'm just not very attentive. Yeah, it's a weird balance too. I noticed that because I did a little bit of streaming for painting miniatures, and that's tricky too. You can either paint well or you can talk to people, because it was funny. I was watching the chat and because you're doing this, and I kept dipping, like turning my wrist, so everything went out of focus, and people were like, I can't see anything. I can't see what you're doing. So it's kind of makes it pointless to be streaming. But that's a real trick to keep all of that working. That's why I think, video games work best. Work best for streaming, because you can kind of talk, and most people, if there's somebody else in the room, you're talking to them while you're playing. You're not shh, I have to concentrate. Yeah, it's one of those things that's more reflex and muscle memory and all that stuff. Nice. Yeah, I think I wanted to do something. I'm going to try some coffee mess here. That was kind of the original idea. Nice. Yeah, actually, that's not going to be full. All right, there we go. All right. Nice. Oh. Get rid of that for a second and see if I can. There we go. And maybe a separate layer and mask it here and cool. All right, and then the coffee. All right. And actually, there we go. Let's see if the shadows are still working. Sure. But now I should probably highlight the coffee a bit. Whoa, what's going on here? Oh, that's right. The coffee's above that. There we go. That's why it wasn't working. Oh, I got through the season 3 of Stranger Things. It's an odd show. I really feel like it's like I shouldn't be watching it. It's not like made for me. It's like made for people that have 80s nostalgia that were born in the 90s, I think. It's odd. The nostalgia doesn't work very well. But this season had a much better pace and tone and energy, I think, than definitely the second season. And I think they were still figuring things out in the first, because I really didn't like how it just didn't make sense. Like the mystery just made no sense at all. That was odd and a little frustrating. Because, you know, they've already, I don't think that's not going to look, blue coffee's not going to work. Yeah, maybe do that. It's not going to, I mean, you have to, even if you're doing 80s retro and Goonies and whatever, but you have the legacy of, you know, X-Files and so many things that have been done since then that give a tone. And I think they kind of gave up kind of aping Spielberg or whatever they were doing in the first season and leaned into the kind of 90s style of the, you know, horror television and stuff. So it felt much more X-Files this season, which was a good thing because that tone makes a lot more sense. And it was nice because they could balance it with humor. And some of the jokes actually worked this time. All right. There we go. And let's move everything up a little bit. There we go. All right. Great. So we need some eyes. And actually, I think I want to do like a toast texture. So it makes a little bit more sense. Maybe something like that. So mask that or select that and then toast it up a little bit. And then fade this way back so it reads more as toast. All right. Or it can read more like being soaked through. Ugh. All right, well, we'll do the eyes anyhow. Boom, boom, boom. And we won't do them that way. Here we go. All right. Let me do a quick check on everything. So that actually the restreaming service chat actually works. Wow, that's good. I wasn't sure because it seems to have trouble connecting a lot when we're doing live streaming. We're not even getting notifications from my other account. That's very odd. All right, so we have a coffee, a spill, and a sweaty fast food meal. All right. So all that's left is the writing, and that means it's time for the convenience store. Let's see if I can get back around here. Oh, is this sorry? Okay. All right. So convenience store time. All right. The chime is over, I guess. Sorry, it's not on my screen. All right, so we've seen stuff from this company before. If you remember those gummies that were supposed to recreate, like eating a grape or eating a peach. So they had two types of kind of gummy candy. One was more of a skin, and then one was a softer flesh with a very juicy kind of flavor. So this same company, and that company that was doing those fruits, they did like deluxe versions. They were partnering with a really expensive, department store candy sections to make, $5 versions of the candies. But this is the same people, and this is more. I just want you to be impressed with the gummy technology here in Japan. So at the convenience store, I found these today. Bum bum bum. So. So these guys, this is the UHA or UHA, same guys that did this. Is a very summer kids thing. So UHA Sumagumi. So these are big, of course you see the big bag, and so these are block gummies. And it looks like they did them in Tetris patterns. You can see kind of on here, but definitely on the back you can see those are the Tetris shapes, like they're, 3 and 4 blocks, and I love the fact that they show you can make a cube with them. So we're going to take a look at the Tsumagumi by UHA, I think, and we've got strawberry, grape, and muscat. So basically grape, and pineapple. Oh, because there's a little Okinawa, and pineapple too. They added pineapple, so the yellow would be pineapple, I'm assuming. All right, let's take a look at these and see if they actually you actually can use them to build. That would be shocking. A big giant bag of these. So I couldn't find any. Oh wow, yeah, they're pretty good. Oh, so they didn't define the individual. See if you can see that. They didn't define the individual blocks like it seems to show on the package. A little bit. But they're also not glossy. So they kind of fit together. I guess if you really wanted to make a cube, you could. Yeah, it works. But it's nice they're not real sticky. They're pretty firm. Oh, they're very firm. And that's very pineapple. Wow. So here's a bunch of shapes. I guess if I tried to do a 3x3, that would probably work the best. Yes, I'm building cubes out of gummy. Well, this is just as challenging as Tetris. Will I get the piece that I need? Uh-oh. No, maybe this way. Oh, no, it's not going to go. This way? Oh, okay. So let's see here. We can go this way. Yeah, I think you need just the right combination. Because if we're doing 3x3, I'm still missing one. But yeah, you technically can make a cube. Ja-ja. So I'm missing, as you can see, like there, I'm missing one block. But yeah, they don't, of course, go together because they're gummy. They don't go together so cleanly. But yeah, not quite as shiny, but they are in Tetris piece shapes. And they do go together. So something for your kids to cut too much and then put back in the bag. But that's very funny. When I saw that, I couldn't resist. Yeah, they make really good gummy candies. The flavor is really natural. The juice, let me just look at the ingredients. Yeah, they're using juice for everything. Strawberry, apple, of course. More strawberry. And nothing artificial. At least as far as the sweeteners. There's some of the chemical kanji that I don't know. But, sorry, that might sound horrible. It sounds really terrible in my ear, so hopefully my chewing to this overly sensitive microphone. It's a little bit. You can kind of see the lines. They're kind of delineating the individual. I guess you can just bite off one square. See, now you can make it fit. But, yeah, pretty good. So, we've seen these guys before, and this is a giant bag. It was pretty heavy, too. A giant bag of gummies, but they're just not shiny. But they are actually the shapes that they were talking about. Wow. So, the puzzle piece, so block gummies that you can actually assemble. Yeah, I think they would only look like that if you put them in your mouth first and then spit them out. And they would be shiny. And that might be the trick. I'm not going to do it, but that might be the trick to wet them and stick them together. That might help them stick better. But all kinds of crazy things in the summer, so there's always some kind of little experiment or some kind of new product. And the sad thing is, though, there's really innovative, real funny little trends and things in candy, but they disappear so fast. So if you see them once, you're probably not going to see them again. And especially convenience stores, their inventory turns over so fast that if you see something and you're like, oh, that's cute, you'll never see it again. So that's why I like this segment, so because I can just impulse buy everything, just because I get to show you what it is. Yeah, that's very funny. So 2 kinds. Oh, and I wonder if it was... Oh, because I did get these at 7-Eleven, and it looks like, yeah, that's what they're... The Puni Puni... but that looks like they're spelling 7-Eleven with the gummies. And it was a... And then it has the red and green marking, so maybe it's a 7-Eleven exclusive, at least the big bag of them. And without the big bag, you can't make every shape that you want to make. So it'd be fun to take a whole bag and just like lay these out in a big grid. Or see if you can make a perfect square. Yeah, the flavor is really good. The gummy candy is so like natural flavored here. And I'm not sure if for gummies or gelatin they use the animal protein or if it's actually vegetable, because much of the base for a lot of things here is vegetable in Japan. Because it's cheaper. And they don't have the huge, beef industries and stuff that have so many waste products. They have some, but not, the scale of like the U.S. or Australia. All right. Well, those are Sumagumi block candy in the big bag. So check your 7-Eleven in Japan if you'd like to give those a shot. And yeah, always you'll be impressed by gummy candy technology. Pretty amazing. Okay. Back to the writing. All right. So this is, of course, the weekly drawing and writing of Domestic Abuse, the Abuse Cartoons series. And after hearing me chew, we get to the writing portion. So I'm sorry. Yeah, I should maybe crank that down when I'm doing something, because that must be whatever the opposite of ASMR is. So that makes you nauseous instead of tingly. All right. Wait, one more sip. Okay, So this idea was breakfast, a breakfast coffee spill. Yes, so toast was not the haven. What is that? What is that called? The evacuation area. There's someplace to protect yourself. Yeah. In a morning coffee spill. All right. So toast was not the savior they needed in the morning coffee spill. Toast was not the savior they needed in the morning coffee spill. Not savior. Toast had gotten the worst of it. Toast. What am I doing here? Toast. Let's see. Hey. Oh, cool. All right. Cymertrax, I will take a look at your channel on YouTube and see what you have. Thanks for taking a look. Yeah, definitely. If you're producing original music, I definitely had a big need for that because my other work is producing videos for YouTube, so not just streaming my cartoon. So yeah, that would be great. So I will check out. Yeah, I'll check out your channel. All right, so we're talking about the toast. Back to the important business of toast writing. Okay, so toast was not that. No, it's not Oasis. What am I thinking of? Oasis, or it's not the Refuge. Yeah, I don't want to get into refugee. Such a trigger word. That's not even a phrase anymore. But yeah, it's a little. I don't want to use refugee or refuge. But that's the word that I want, isn't it? Yeah, refuge. Huh. Yeah, toast was not the savior they needed. And I don't like in the morning coffee spill. I like morning coffee spill. Okay. The only toast was their only option. Yeah, no, I don't think visually. I don't think it's coming across enough that like the cutlery or silverware jumped onto the toast. So yeah, so maybe toast seemed to get the worst of it. Might work the best of it during the morning coffee spell. Toast seemed to get the worst of it in the morning coffee spell. Whoops. Oh, come on. I'm not selecting it. All right, there we go. Move this up. Toast seemed to get the worst of it during the morning coffee spell. All right. I think that's going to work. And let's see where. Oh, okay. All right. So after seeing the size, the sandwich, and drink. Let's see. After... Cool. Well, finally I can, do a little bit better job keeping my eye on the chat, because the Restream is putting them all on one page, so I'm not flipping between. All right, so just seeing the size of the sandwich and drink. Based on the size of the sandwich and drink, based on the size of the sandwich and drink, the fries. The fries were most likely humongous. I don't think that's the word I want. Boom. The fries were most likely gigantic. Based on the size of the sandwich and drink, the fries were probably quite gigantic. So so the big sandwich, big drink. So based on the size of the sandwich and drink, the fries were most likely enormous. Is better, maybe. Enormous. Maybe judging by the sandwich and drink, the fries, the French fries. Yeah, judging by the sandwich and drink. It was a safe bet that the fries were enormous. Judging by the sandwich and drink, it was a safe bet that the fries were enormous. Judging by the sandwich and drink, it was a safe bet that the fries were enormous. It was a safe bet. So maybe looking at sandwich and drink, it was a safe bet. Safe to say. It was safe to say that the fries were probably enormous. Looking at the sandwich and drink, judging by the sandwich and drink, it was a safe bet that the fries were enormous. Enormous? I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, I think judging by the sandwich and drink, it was a safe bet that the fries were enormous, and toast seemed to get the worst of it during the morning coffee spill. Enormous. All right. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for those two. All right. Oh, yeah, and I think the lights changed outside because I've got a better... I'm not so backlit now. All right, so those are the cartoons for this week. So let me know, send me a comment or a direct message or whatever on Twitter, or comments on one of the videos if you liked the reading the comments segment on the Go Comics website, or if that wasn't that interesting, because it'd be fun to maybe just randomly jump through a few of those every week. I think that random button will do well. And yeah, and let me know also if the convenience store stuff is fun, or if you'd rather just this be a straightforward drawing and talking kind of stream. But yeah, so that will be it for this week. Thank you so much for joining me, and thanks so much for the couple of people I got in the chat. It was nice to hear from both of them, and I'm going to check both of their channels out and see what they're doing, because sounds like good stuff, games and music. So so I will be back again next week, and if you would like to follow this cartoon at Abuse Cartoons on Twitter, abusecartoons.com is the website, and of course you can also get a subscription that will get thousands of digital comics delivered to your inbox at gocomics.com/domesticabuse. And please look at the archive if you enjoyed this stream. There's more than a year in the archive of weekly streams, both on YouTube and Twitch itself. So have a look at those, and I will be back again next week. And if you would like to get involved in this cartoon and turn it back into a daily cartoon, or get live streams happening more often, or get some original art or signed books, something like that, check out patreon.com/abusecartoons and become a patron, and that will make things bigger and better, and you can watch this more often and see more cartoons being made. So I will talk to you again next week. Goodbye.